Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we are checking out From Russia with Love. This is the second James Bond movie and the second James Bond movie to feature Sean Connery. I really enjoyed Sean Connery in the first in Dr. No. I thought he was a really good James Bond and I'm really excited to see his evolution as the character. I don't know if this is like a continuation of the story from Dr. No or if they're just kind of segmented films with the same James Bond. I'm not really sure, so I'm excited to check it out. Also, this movie came out 1963, From Russia with Love. I'm assuming he goes to Russia. The Cold War was sort of happening in the 60s, so I'm kind of interested to see if there's any commentary on the Cold War or anything like that. What James Bond does during this time period is very interesting to me. And before we get into this reaction, let me do the lighting. So let me turn on the light and we can decide what color it should be. Boop! Nice, nice, nice. Okay, so it's really bright outside. It's noon right now, basically, and it's really sunny and bright outside. So I don't even know if you're going to be able to see the lighting in this reaction just because of how bright it is in my room, and I'm not able to watch this movie tonight, so I have to watch it at noon. But I'm going to be going red because the poster is just a giant explosion with Sean Connery's face kind of masked in this explosion of red light, you know? So I'm going red because I think red is just a good color for any James Bond movie, but I think for this one, it'll be a really good color. And if you'd like to check out more of my reactions, you can head over to my Patreon where I have uncut reactions to many of the movies I watch on YouTube, as well as early access reactions to my movies that come out 1 week early. There are also 2 exclusive Patreon movies a month that you guys on Patreon get to choose, so thank you so much if you check it out. Now, let's get back to the video. Okay, let's video watch this video. See what I did there, the James Bond thing, but with watching the video. Oh, I'm a genius when it comes to comedy. Anyways, let's just get into it. I hope you enjoy my reaction to From Russia with Love. I'll never get tired of the intros. Oh, he shot me, guys. Ah. He's looking pretty good in this tuxedo. This guy looks tough, but he's not as tough as Bond. Oh, James Bond, right behind you. He has gardening gloves on. Oh. What the heck is that? No. Oh. Wait, that's so cool. That was such an intense little sequence. Oh, what? What the heck? The plot thickens. I already like this movie. I already really like this movie. The tension at the start was so good. This is actually so cool what they're doing with the text. I'm really curious about how they did this in the 60s. Is it just a projection? Like, is it literally just being projected onto their skin? Because that's cool. What the heck? This is like, everyone is so into it. This is awesome. Why is that so suspicious? Don't drink the water. Spectre, that's Spectre. That's the Spectre logo. I know it from, that must be the Spectre logo, right? I recognize it from the Daniel Craig era.
And then, like Spectre, he strikes.
I find the parallel amusing.
Oh, it's such a cute cat, though. Who is this guy?
Come in, Kronstein. Sit down, number 3, while we listen to...
I love that we're only seeing these close-ups and then the behind the chair. He's so intimidating.
Naturally, neither the Russians nor the British will be aware that they are now working for us.
It is most unlikely she would know I'm now working for Spectre. Moscow has kept my defection secret from everyone but a few members of the Presidium.
This is really cool. I like where this movie's going.
My reading of the British mentality is that they always treat a trap as a challenge. A chance of a personal revenge for the killing of our operative, Dr. No. Because the man the British
yes.
will almost certainly use on a mission of this sort.
It is sort of a continuation of the first one. This is so awesome.
Welcome to Spectre Island. Great.
Spectre Island. Could you be any more literal? I can't believe we're 15 minutes into the movie. We haven't seen James Bond once. It's so cool though. I love that we're spending a lot of time with Spectre and the villains because I've always been so curious about Spectre.
Call him.
Oh my god. What are you gonna do? Why are you putting those knuckles on?
He seems fit enough. Have him report to me in Istanbul in 24 hours.
You punched him once. What a fitness test. This movie is already shot a lot better. The shot composition is already better than the first one.
You know who I am?
Colonel Klebb, head of operations for Snare.
Colonel Klebb. What a fun name.
I see you trained for the ballet.
But I grew an inch over the regulation height, and so...
And then you have...
There's regulation height for ballet?
I suppose that would depend on the man.
Sensible answer.
James Bond.
Perhaps if he was kind and kulturny.
Corporal, I have selected you for a most important assignment.
She's gonna have to seduce James Bond.
And if I refuse?
Then you will not leave this room alive.
Whoa. That's a little drastic.
A real labor of love, as we say.
So she's gonna be the Bond girl in this one, but she's a double agent. Interesting.
I couldn't agree with him more.
I may even give up golf for it.
Excuse me.
What?
What happened to Honey Rider though, Bond? I liked her.
Tell him I'm on my way, will you?
He is not on his way.
Sylvia, behave. We'll do this again some other time soon.
Your old case sounds interesting, James.
Make that an hour and a half.
Oh my god. Hey! I hope he does this every time.
She's mental. No, it's some sort of trap.
Well, obviously it's a trap.
But it's a challenge.
And brought her and the machine back to England. Here's a snapshot Kerry managed to get of her.
Well, I don't know.
MI6 are actually falling straight into their trap. Everything that guy said is true.
On the side here, flat throwing knife. Press that button there, and out she comes.
Whoa, this is the coolest suitcase ever.
Now, normally to open a case like that, you move the catches to the side. If you do, the cartridge will explode in your
Whoa.
face.
That's a nasty little Christmas present.
It's pretty
But I
cool
shouldn't think
though.
I need it on this assignment, sir.
All the same, take it with you. Good luck, 007.
I hope he gets to use everything. I hope he gets to throw the knife. That's what I want.
You've never been to Istanbul? Where the moonlight on the Bosphorus is irresistible.
He literally flirts with every single woman he sees. I'm gonna be honest, I can't read that, James. From Russia with Love. Oh, yeah, okay, I can read that.
Hello, London. Your flight PA1 just landed Istanbul.
Do 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 do. Oh man, I messed up. Sorry, guys. Dude, the theme song is so good. Okay, so this guy is now on James Bond's case.
Would that be convenient? Fine.
This is literally how the first movie started. Him being followed in a car in another country. What I like about James Bond is how kind of all over the world the movies are. I love that they don't just take place in like a New York or a London, you know, where most films take place. I love that it's an all over the world sort of film franchise.
He's a rather intelligent young man, by the way.
He should be. He's my son.
Ooh.
Medium sweet.
Is that Churchill on a picture on his desk?
You should spend a few pleasant days with us here in Istanbul, and then
Then go home.
And then go home. Oh my god, what the heck?
32 for Mr. Bond.
Hope you enjoy your stay.
Thank you.
I know we're only like 25 half an hour into the movie, but I think I already like this one more than the first one. I don't know. I'm just way more intrigued with the story and Spectre and stuff like that. Like, I don't know. I'm really excited to see where this is going. Doo-doo, doo-doo-doo. Oh, you found something. That was a really good reveal, actually, because you revealed it to the audience right before it was revealed to James Bond, because the camera stopped moving, and when James Bond stopped moving, you realized there was going to be something behind that painting.
I'm sorry, sir. That's all we have available, except the bridal suite.
Well, let's have a look at it. I may like it.
The Cold War in Istanbul will not remain cold very much longer.
It'll now be called the Warm War. Istanbul looks like such a beautiful place, actually. Maybe I want to go there.
Ali Karim Bey.
He's trying to do his crosswords. What the heck? A purple explosion? How unexpected is this? I'm just gonna say it. I did not expect that in the slightest.
It's unlike our Russian friends to break the peace this way.
Most inconsiderate. I think my visit might have something to do with it.
Let's try and find...
Yeah, probably Bond. Probably.
Close up afterwards.
It's not really that secret though, guys. You could have done better hiding the door.
Underneath the Russian consulate. A present from your navy.
It's a periscope.
On his left, Kozlovsky, chief of security. Opposite him, Benz, one of his agents.
He looks like he's in pajamas.
Here now. Take a look. You should remember him. This man kills for pleasure.
Oh, I like the sound of this guy. Oh, there's a new person. Oh wait, it's a lady.
One of my sons is driving it, with two dummies in the back. In the opposite direction. They'll follow it for hours.
Oh, that's smart.
It must be settled in Gypsy way. As I'm an old friend of the family, I think we'll be allowed to stay.
Is it a combat fight to the death? What's she got in her hands? Like little clam clacker things? Those are cool. Or like little symbols, little hand symbols. My brother can do that with his stomach. It's really fun. Get knifed in the back of the head. Oh, looks like they didn't fall for the dummy car.
Thank you, thank you.
Oh, they fighting to the death now? Let's go! Oh, let's go! Mortal Kombat time! Oh, watch out! Watch your eyeballs! Use your legs, kick her on the ground. Oh, the pounce! Oh my god, the Russians actually just saved those two girls. The Russians actually saved that one. But that one, you know what I mean. A lot of knives being thrown around everywhere. No, he got shot. Okay, he's not gonna be dead though. James Bond is being like the smart one here. He's not doing much. He's just like hitting ropes and letting other things do the work for him. Oh, wow. This is actually a really cool action scene. So much chaos, but you kind of know exactly what's happening. Behind you! Oh. Wait. Why is this guy not shooting him? I thought he was trying to kill him. I guess they need James Bond alive, right?
Labrador thanks you for saving his life. You are now his son.
You are now my son.
Decide. So decide. They're both yours.
Oh my god, is he gonna start making out with both of them? That's actually really cool.
Try this for size.
Oh yeah.
It's a lovely mouth, that Anita.
Yes, I see what you mean.
Let's not focus on that, guys. Let's focus on the job at hand.
Quick, he's coming.
Whoa. The mouth is the escape hatch? Oh, I should have known. You're gonna shoot him? Oh.
She should have kept her mouth shut.
Oh my god, James. Oh my god, James Bond. What does your nose smell, James Bond? There's someone in the shower. It is the lady. What the heck? What is she on? Also, you left your steam on, James. You're gonna set off the fire alarm.
I'm sorry. I'm a bit upset myself.
You look just photograph.
You're one of the most beautiful girls.
Ugly. No, imagine she said that.
No, it's the right size. For me, that is.
Wow. He really just went in. He really just went in. No regrets.
In the morning.
I'll tell you in 2 minutes. James Bond really just saw this lady and went, now we're gonna make out. Oh, that's so weird. Oh, wait, no, that's so weird. Guys, don't do that.
Fountain. We are going to a highly interesting column over there known.
I actually really like this movie. Like, I am pretty invested in it. Who are you? Who are you, man in the shadows? Oh, it's this painter-looking man. Oh, who's that? Is that the Russian dude? The other guy? Yeah, this guy, the blonde one. I'm just gonna call him the blonde one. I also am getting confused about who is Russian and who's Bulgarian, because I know that those two are kind of working together.
The job. Once he'd seen the girl, she was obviously compromised, and so...
And he wasn't killed because of that.
Oh, he was killed? The painter was killed?
My dear James, you're not using this.
Yeah.
It all sounds too easy to me. We don't even know...
This guy is a genius.
Are you sure that's all you want? Well...
This guy knows. This guy knows. Look at that old camera. It's so precious.
Like a typewriter.
Wait.
About 10 kilos. In a brown case.
Not too bad, not too bad.
Kan deze mis... Oh, James, James. Will you make love to me all the time in English?
Day and night. Go on about the mechanism.
Oh, yes, in mechanism.
This is just stroking James Bond's ego over here.
Later. Those copper discs and the light.
I love Buddy Petty. What the heck, she's so good.
The 13th?
The 14th.
Valentine's Day. No. It's almost Valentine's Day here, actually. What is it? The 12th today.
Excuse me. You did say your clock was correct.
Russian clocks are always.
Oh my god. That was so cool. That was really cool. Yeah, this movie is filmed way better than the first one. There's a lot more like long takes, a lot more just like takes that will let the characters be the characters, you know? The action feels more frantic but also more well choreographed, I guess. It's so cool.
Keep your head down.
Ew. Oh god, that's so disgusting. Yeah, run away from the rats. Oh wait, that's so cool. That was a good jump, James Bond. you really showed that stand.
Thanks, Russian security man.
No. Jump on the train. Oh, Mr. Blonde is on the train. Of course he is. He's literally everywhere.
I like big families myself. In fact, my whole life has been a crusade for larger families.
So I heard.
Yeah, you have like an infinite amount of sons.
You'll be there about 6 o'clock.
On the airstrip?
20 miles.
Who's this woman? Suspicious. Suspicious.
Oh no.
That was a cool reveal.
There.
That looks really comfortable. That looks really, really comfortable.
You're nearest.
Oh.
You're dearest. So lazy, James.
Charming.
We'll continue the fashion show later.
Does she not want to come with you?
He wouldn't have had time to contact the consulate before he boarded.
Well, just in case, I'll keep him company for the next 2 hours until it's time to get off. Perhaps.
For the next 2 hours? Some of the reveals in this movie are also super good. That one was awesome.
Would you like to hear about it? You would.
I really like that guy. I hope he doesn't die. Oh, Mr. Blonde. His gloves are so awesome too.
Take it off.
I think we're talking at cross purposes again. My dear Mrs. Somerset, we're supposed to be a respectable English couple. They would certainly have tea in the restaurant.
You just get whipped in the head by that? These two have really good chemistry together. These two actors.
Mrs. Somerset! You are the friend of Karim Bey?
Yes?
There's been a terrible accident.
Don't tell me he's dead. Do not tell me he's dead. Did Mr. Blonde kill him? Oh my god, did Mr. Blonde kill him?
They killed each other.
No, they didn't. Mr. Blonde killed them both. No, he's dead though. Oh, that's the car. No, they're not getting on the car now. Oh, Zut and a half.
James, you're hurting me.
I'll do worse than that if you don't tell me.
You're doing this under orders, I know. What are they?
Oh, yeah, James. Oh, look at this shot. This is so cool. This tracking shot. Oh my god, he turns around and he hides. Oh, wow. Mr. Blonde is actually insane.
Until they go wrong.
My brother telephoned me. Why?
I love the code sentences that they have. Mr. Blonde. Oh, wow. Look at the lighting there, though. In terms of just movie making quality, this movie is definitely better than the first one. I love it. He hasn't talked. He hasn't spoken once yet. Well, maybe he has, and I'm forgetting, but not since I've been trying to keep track. Oh, what the heck? My arm just decided to die on me. What the heck is that? That was weird. Oh my god, he did the code sentence. He did the code sentence. And we didn't hear him speak. But that was cool. We didn't hear him speak. But we know exactly what he was saying.
Only to contact you and the lady on the train. Good. Come this way.
Mr. Blonde is insane.
I know this territory like the back of my hand. Sir, do you mind if we have a bite to eat first? I've been on the go since breakfast.
No, of course not.
Oh, I'm so nervous. The tension is so high because of how they set up Mr. Blonde over here. And now we know he's like double-crossing Mr. Bond. Mr. Bond and Mr. Blonde sitting in a tree. Oh man, he has a girl now. Why? Oh, yeah. No. Okay, good. I just wanted to make sure that he was aware.
And for madam. What about you, Nash?
She's not talking.
Yes, it sounds very nice.
I forget. I totally forget. Does she know him? Has she seen him before? Does she know that he's an agent?
I think I've got the answer to our problems. Very simple, really.
Good.
I totally forget if she knows him or if she's recognized him.
We should reach the border in
Or if
about
she's
an
just... oh, why would you do that, Mr. Blonde?
Waiter!
Whoa! That's so smart. That's such a cool close-up.
Giro.
Giro.
Don't drink it, don't drink it. Don't drink it, don't drink it. Oh man, they all drink. Bond, you should know never to drink something that you don't pour yourself.
What was it? The stuff you put in a drink.
Oh, he saw. He was aware of it.
What is your plan?
Explain it better on a map. All right. When we reach there, there's a steep gradient. The train slows down there.
We'll block the line. Make for that main road.
Whoa, he's going for something.
Must be about 20 miles from here.
Bond, how did you drop your guard like that? Come on, man. Come on, man. You should be better than this.
All right, now get up on your knees.
Mr. Blonde is so cool. Mr. Blonde is actually insane.
Of course. Spectre.
Ah, yes, sir.
We're pros, Mr. Bond. We sweated your recognition code out of one of your men in...
It's a silencer. He's putting a silencer on it.
I've been keeping tabs on you.
He's gonna make him open the case, though. James Bond is gonna trick him with the case.
Isn't she working for Spectre, too?
No. She thinks she's doing it all for Mother Russia.
Oh.
She takes her orders from...
The poor lady.
Here's a roll of film. She'll have this in her handbag. And on...
It's a film of them kissing and making out.
Taken in the bridal suite at your hotel. Something else the girl didn't know about.
I like that he's saying she didn't know about it because now she's innocent, basically, and now James can be happy with her.
Not till you crawl over here and you kiss my foot.
What the heck? Such a weird demand.
What with?
50 gold sovereigns.
Where are they?
Ah, in the case! Oh, genius! I told you he was gonna make him open the case. There was no way he wasn't gonna do that.
Keep them there.
Does he have two of the same cases? Oh no. He's gonna get blasted. Yeah, he's gonna get gasted. Oh. My gosh, James has got him in a headlock. Oh. Actually, this fight is so cool. It feels messy and unorganized, kind of like a fight probably is. Oh, he has the watch thing. Oh, from the start. Come on, James. Come on, James. Time to get knifed. That was a pun, as well as an act what's actually about to happen. Because it's time, it's on a watch. Oh, get stabbed in the arm, loser.
You won't be needing this, old man.
Nice, James. Nice. That was a good fight. That was a really good fight, actually. I liked how messy it was.
Grant, where are you? Grant!
He's dead! Jumps out, punches him in the head. Oh, nice.
Now don't run away.
Good one, James. Good one. He's unconscious. I understand your joke.
Sleep it off in there. You'll feel better in the morning.
Imagine if she had a pollen allergy. Dude, she'd be dying. Whoa. Wait, this is actually really cool. Well, this would have been hard to do as well. Oh, drive away from the explosions. Oh, it's so sick. Ooh. I love it. The real explosions. The real helicopter. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. Whoa, did you see that shot? Like that, these ones are so impressive. Like that has to be a real helicopter, right? In the 60s, this has to be a real helicopter. Oh my god, he's gonna shoot the grenade in his hand. Please. Oh, I mean, it's still just as cool. Woohoo! Yeah! Oh my god, how cool, how cool, how cool can James Bond be? Oh, what if we have a boat chase? Oh my gosh, guys, what if we have a boat chase?
Yes, we're here.
Oh, look at him with the hat on. Ooh, we're back with number 1. Who is this guy? Oh.
We do not tolerate failure, number 3.
Oh no.
Know the penalty.
Yes.
She's gonna try and knife boot this guy. You die. Wait. He got knife booted. I thought the lady had the knife boots.
I do not wish to have to tell the Russians that there will be another delay.
There will be no delay, number 1.
Dude, whoever that guy is, whoever number 1 is, he's really intimidating. He's really intimidating. Spectre has never been this intimidating, even in the Daniel Craig movies. I was never that intimidated by Spectre, but this movie has made me scared of Spectre. Oh, please boat chase, please boat chase, please boat chase. Come on, guys. Ugh, boat chase time.
You're trapped. You cannot escape. You cannot escape.
Use your fuel. Use the big barrels of fuel and blow them up.
Big shot.
Oh, that's sick. Oh, that's super sick. Woohoo! Ah, yes, the fuel, of course. I told you. There's no way they wouldn't explode that. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, they kept 1. Oh! Woo! Oh my god. That was so much cooler than I thought it was gonna be. That was so awesome. Oh, where there's smoke, there's fire. That was so cool. That was so cool. Oh my gosh, James Bond is so cool. Even the shot where he's about to shoot the flare and the camera just moves a little bit. Like he goes like this and the camera tilts a little bit to the side, making it even more dramatic. Ugh. Like, what am I saying? The camera work in this and just the whole movie in general, it's just filmed way better than the first one. Bigger budget maybe, but it just has a better cinematography, better everything. Wait, I didn't even realize. She's number 3. I didn't even realize.
Oh no, should be routine from here on in. Not so many times.
Oh. Tanya's gonna come in with the slap or something. Ah, yes! Tanya. Oh my god, the wig. Oh, don't get hit by the foot. Don't get hit by the foot. Oh my gosh. It's getting pretty close. Yes, shoot her. Shoot her in the head. Shoot her in the face. Shoot her in the foot. Shoot her somewhere. Just shoot. Tanya is a legend. Best character besides Bond.
Horrible woman.
That was really intense though. I loved when it just went complete silence. That was really good. That was really good filmmaking.
From Russia.
Ooh. Is this a song made for the movie?
He was right, you know.
What is it?
I'll show you.
There you go. Goodbye, tape. Ah, now he's waving away the audience. See you later, boys. Oh! The question mark guy. That must be Oh, that's Blofeld. Because question mark, and then it said Ernest Blofeld. Blofeld is a familiar name. I think that's like a guy from one of the Daniel Craig movies. I think he works for Spectre or something. But I love that they had a question mark there because we don't know who the actor is and they're keeping the actor a secret. Wait, that's actually so cool. Now I want to know who the actor is, and now the suspense has really just boiled up in me. And that was my reaction to From Russia with Love, the 1963 James Bond movie. And I am going to be very, very careful while trying to review this movie. Not in terms of the review, but in terms of the cast. Because when I searched up on Google, the cast come up and I was like, okay, just like every other time I do this, the cast come up. I read the cast list and for you guys, like starring Sean Connery, starring this person. But I don't want to know who is playing I think his name was Blofeld. I think that's what his name was in the credits. He was the only person who didn't have an actor beside his name. And so I think that the guy in the chair with the cat is Blofeld. And that's a very recognizable name from the Daniel Craig era. Because if you didn't watch my first reaction to Dr. No, I have seen the Daniel Craig movies. I've seen all of the Daniel Craig movies, but I've never seen any of the other James Bonds, which is why I'm watching these James Bonds. But Blofeld is a name that is recognizable from the Daniel Craig movies. I just can't picture who it is at the moment. So I think that Blofeld is the guy in the chair with the cat, but I don't know who the actor is, and the movie wouldn't tell me who the actor is, so I don't want the cast list to just tell me who the actor is. I want the movies to tell me who the actor is, as they would have done if you watch the movies in order, you know? So I'm waiting for Goldfinger now, I guess, and maybe they'll show me the actor in Goldfinger, but I'm going to really try hard not to look at the cast. I'm probably not even going to talk about the cast because I don't want to know who the actor is. So I'm just going to like block half of the screen on my monitor here for a second, and starring Sean Connery and Daniela Bianchi. I'm sorry, Daniela. I'm sorry. I just totally messed up your last name. Okay, boom. And the cast is gone. I really enjoyed that movie. I like that one better than Dr. No. No disrespect to Dr. No. No disrespect to Dr. No or anything like that. But this one, I think, is a better movie. The cinematography was better. I thought the fights were better. I thought the story was more interesting. I thought the villains were more interesting. Yeah, overall, I just thought this was a way better film in terms of all of those details. The score was just as good as the first one. I mean, come on, the James Bond score is always going to be good. If there's a bad James Bond score, I think I'm going to be majorly disappointed. But every single James Bond movie that I've seen has had a great score. Every single Daniel Craig movie has had a great score, and both of these two Sean Connery movies now have had a fantastic score. But yeah, I just think that this was a better movie than the first one overall. I thought it just had better action set pieces. I thought it had a better story, a more interesting story, a better atmosphere. There was some atmosphere in this that was really intriguing. It just felt like it had a bigger budget in general. And yeah, I really enjoyed From Russia with Love. Getting into the reviews of this this movie really quickly before I dive into the score. 7.4 out of 10 on IMDb and 97% Rotten Tomatoes. So 97% on Rotten Tomatoes is very, very high, and 7.4 on IMDb is a fairly good score, especially because this movie's been out for so long. A lot of older movies tend to have lower scores just because a lot of people have seen them and they've had more time to accumulate these reviews than newer movies per se. But I think 7.4, I guess, is a decent score. I would probably rate it a little bit higher. I really did enjoy this one quite a bit, actually. I think it's even better than some of the Daniel Craig ones. Like, definitely like better than Quantum of Solace. That one's a movie, if you catch my drift. But yeah, I just really like this one, and I also really liked the score. The score was so good. Of course, it's a James Bond score. I just said this. The James Bond score is iconic. It's great. Whenever the James Bond theme song kicked in, it was like, you know, I was like jumping out of my seat to it. I was dancing to it. It's so catchy. It's so iconic, and it's so beautiful. And I really liked the scene as well when James Bond was in the train car with Mr. Blonde. I don't know his name. I'm not going to look at the cast anymore as well because I don't want to get spoiled. So sorry to the guy who plays Mr. Blonde, the guy who I'm talking about as Mr. Blonde. I'm sorry that I won't get your name. I just don't want to be spoiled. I don't want to know who is playing Blofeld. I've already described this, so I don't know why I'm saying it again. But I love the theme when they were in the train car and they're talking and the fight started to happen and then they died, and it was like this. It was like this kind of noir-esque version of the James Bond score, you know? It kind of got me grooving, but it was like an intimidating version of the James Bond score, I guess. And I don't know, I just thought it was really awesome. I like the interpretations of the score in this one. I like the moments of silence when there was no music. There are 2 or 3 moments in this movie where the music just cut and it was just kind of complete silence, just the ambience of the room that they were in or something, and it really elevated the tension, especially in the final moments of this movie when Lenya and that other lady, number 3, I guess I'm going to call her number 3, she comes in as the maid and stuff, and when she pulls the gun out, it's complete silence, and I don't know, it just made my heart race so much. I was like, I'm going to have a heart attack because of how intense this is, and it's mostly because there was no music. But yeah, the set pieces in this I thought were awesome. I feel like there wasn't as much action as I thought there was going to be, especially in a James Bond movie that's almost 2 hours long. There wasn't as much action. There was a lot of action, especially in the second half of the movie, but the first half of the movie was very kind of like sleuthy. Not necessarily sleuthy, but it was way more like secret agents watching each other and kind of putting things in their places. It was kind of setting up the puzzle before the payoff happened in the second half, and I really enjoyed it. It wasn't what I was expecting. I was expecting just this action bonanza. A lot of sequels and stuff like that in franchises, I guess, kind of get out of hand, you could say. Thinking of like maybe, for example, the Fast and Furious franchise, even though I've never seen that, but I've just heard that that is big and explosions. But you know what I mean, like usually the second movies are bigger and more explosioner and more action-packed, and this one was bigger. The story was bigger, the characters were bigger, the explosions were bigger, even though there was a really big explosion at the end of the first one. There was also a lot of just quiet moments, a lot of moments of just talking and suspense, and I thought that the suspense and the talking stuff were actually sort of the highlight of the movie. There are things that I didn't expect, but especially when they were in the train, the whole train car sequence I thought was phenomenal, especially when Mr. Blonde comes in pretending to be the British agent, and then they're sitting in the train car together and they're talking and stuff. I thought that whole thing was phenomenal, and it was just dialogue, you know? It was just dialogue and some like close quarters stuff to make everything a little bit more claustrophobic, and the tension was elevated because we knew that the Mr. Blonde guy was actually from Spectre and stuff like that. And I don't know, I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed the non-actions part of the movie as well as the action. The action was filmed super well. That helicopter stuff looked real. I don't know how they filmed that. I don't know if it was real or if it was like a fake helicopter or something, but I'm pretty sure it was real, and they had like this stunt guy rolling out of the way of a helicopter that's like 3 feet off the ground, and those shots actually were crazy. The landscape as well was beautiful. It was wide, it was open. I don't know, it was just awe-inspiring. The boat chase, I wanted a boat chase when they got on a boat. I got a boat chase. Of course there was going to be a boat chase, and those explosions when they put the barrels in and he flares the barrel and the camera moves to the side a little bit, kind of giving him a different angle, a more awesome angle. He shoots the flare, the barrels explode, and there's like 100 explosions even though there's only 4 barrels, and it was just beautiful. You know, the action in this movie was also beautiful, and the quieter moments in this movie, the dialogue and the suspense and stuff like that leading up to these action sequences, I thought was also really good. I'd also like to say that I thought that the combat in this movie was better than the first one as well. I thought the combat was definitely more kind of scrappy, and it felt more realistic. I mean, the first one, James Bond's just kind of like punching these guys, like boom, 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 I can punch, boom, 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 I am James Bond, I will never get hit. But in this one, especially in the train car, as you can tell, the train car sequence was my favorite sequence in the movie. In the train car sequence, when he's fighting Mr. Blonde, it's so scrappy. Like, everyone's just kind of jumping on each other and pouncing on each other. They're kind of like the girls at the start of the movie, actually, who are fighting over that one guy, and they're just kind of scrapping and rolling around and stuff like that, and it's just dirty fighting. There's no real tactics to it. It's just kind of who's stronger, who kind of has luck on their side and stuff like that. And obviously James Bond is a trained fighter, and the Mr. Blonde guy is a trained fighter, so there's not really luck involved. But at the same time, it did just kind of feel like they were scrapping out like two brothers, scrapping it out. And I really enjoyed that, because it just felt more realistic. It felt more gritty and kind of dirty, and it didn't feel like it was a staged fight. It just felt like it was a fight that was going on that I was watching. And I really enjoyed this movie for the action, and again, the very quiet moments as well. And yeah, the lighting in this movie was pretty good as well. James Bond, I guess, isn't renowned for the amazing cinematography that it portrays on screen. It's just renowned for being a really fun spy movie with a great character, 007, and you have like the different incarnations and stuff. But the lighting in this movie, there were definitely moments that I was like, oh, that's really good lighting. Or the framing with the camera work, like, oh, that's really good framing when Mr. Bond's on the train, just like the last time, and he's kind of standing at the end, kind of looking at James Bond, or like the guy James Bond was just talking to, walk off the platform, and he's shrouded in light, and there's a little bit of light catching his head so you can see him, and so he's kind of silhouetted in the darkness, but then he's still in shadow, and he's super mysterious and stuff like that. Lighting was really good. And then when he's walking up to that moment, and you just see James Bond in the foreground and the Mr. Blonde guys in the background, and he's kind of walking in the windows, and whenever James Bond turns around, he goes behind one of the wall things. Really good framing. There were some great framing shots, and there was some really fun lighting things in this movie as well. And overall, I just thought this movie was way better made than the first one. I think that the director, what was his name, like Thomas Young or something like that. I'm sorry that I forget the director. Oh wait, it's going to be right here. I can just find it. Terence Young. I think Terence Young really kind of evolved from the first one. The first one kind of felt, it didn't feel like it felt like a director that knew what they were doing, but it didn't really feel like a director who was like amazing. It didn't feel like a Spielberg or something like that, like an amazing director. It just felt like a director who knew how to direct a movie. But in this one, Terence Young really stepped it up a notch, and I thought that he delivered a movie that in some moments felt like an expert director had directed this. So overall, I really loved From Russia with Love. Getting into the cast, I'm just going to talk about Sean Connery and hiding Daniela Bianchi. I'm going to say Bianchi. I feel like Bianchi is just wrong, so I'm going to say Bianchi. But Daniela Bianchi, I would talk about the other ones. I'm just scared. I'm just scared that I'm going to see who played Blofeld, and I don't want to see that. So I'm sorry that I'm not talking about the other ones. Everyone else in this movie did an amazing job, but Daniela Bianchi as Tatiana, I'm going to say Tanya, because that's what they called her in the movie. She was really awesome. I think she's my favorite Bond girl. I mean, on the Sean Connery ones, I guess there's only been like two so far, like two main Bond girls. Like there's Honey Rider, and then there was the Tanya lady over here. But I think she was better than Honey Rider. I'm going to be honest, even though Honey Rider is a sweet name, I think Tanya was really good. The chemistry she had with Sean Connery was actually really good, and I felt like she loved him, even though I wasn't sure if that was actually a thing. But when she was like, no, I love you, I love you, I love you, there's a part of me that actually believed that, and I think that's due to the chemistry and kind of the way the relationship evolved. Even though they did just jump in straight away, James Bond's like, oh, you're the girl, let's make out on the bed. It was so strange, but I thought Daniela did a really good job. And last but not least, and I guess the second one as well, because I only talked about two, Sean Connery as James Bond. He's really growing on me as James Bond, I'm gonna have to be honest. The first movie, I I thought he was really good as James Bond, but in this one I thought he really grew into the character, and I liked that this movie was sort of a continuation of the first one. Like, the events of the first one are still there, but it's kind of also its own separate thing. Like, the movie at the start touches on stuff that happens in Dr. No, and they even mention Dr. No in the start of this movie, but then you don't necessarily have to have seen the first one to watch this one, and that's what I really liked that. But I thought that Sean Connery did amazing in this one. I thought he was better in this one than in Dr. No. I thought there were more emotions that he had to portray. There were more things that his character had to do. There were higher stakes for his character as well, and overall I'm really liking Sean Connery as James Bond, and I can already tell he's gonna be competition for Daniel Craig for my favorite James Bond. And yeah, I'm really excited to see more of his movies, and I think Sean Connery did an amazing job as James Bond in this one. And yeah, that is my reaction and review to From Russia with Love, the 1963 action thriller James Bond film. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much to these wonderful, beautiful, amazing people right here for supporting me and supporting my channel. It really does mean a lot. I'm really excited for the next one. I think the next one was Goldfinger. That's like, whoa, I have a gold finger. Boom, plot. That's the plot of the next movie. But yeah, I'm excited. Goldfinger is a movie that I've heard of before. Like, there's a bunch of Bond movies that I've never heard of before, like the title I've just never heard of. But there are some Bond movies that I have heard of. You know, Goldfinger, From Russia with Love, Octopussy, and Live and Let Die, just to name. Just those are probably the ones that have come to my mind the most when I think of the old Bond movies, the ones that I've heard of the most. So Goldfinger is there. Oh, and GoldenEye, I think that one, because that one was a video game, and I always hear that the video game was really good, even though it's a really old video game. But yeah, anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time for my next movie reaction.